The Vermeer Deception, a Chronicle Heist Part 1. The Ghost and the Canvas. The target was the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston, and the prize was $300 million worth of art, including one of only 34 known Vermeer paintings, The Concert. Our protagonist is the archivist, Elias Thorne, a man who spent 20 years managing private collections before a debilitating injury left him with an impossible debt. He knew the world of art security better than the guards themselves, its systems, its vulnerabilities, and its arrogant reliance on technology over human intuition. Elias assembled a team of 3 specialists: the Phantom, Zara, a former competitive gymnast and lock-picking prodigy whose silence was her greatest weapon. She was the one who could navigate the museum's panic room architecture. The Broker, Marcus, an ex-FBI agent disgraced for manipulating evidence. His job was to study the guard schedules, emergency protocols, and the labyrinthine internal communications. The Maestro, Jin, a brilliant but paranoid electronics engineer who built custom electromagnetic pulse (EMP) devices disguised as high-end audio equipment. The plan was a grotesque imitation of a police response. The true story's weakness was the guards' unquestioning adherence to protocol when confronted by officers. Elias and his team would exploit that compliance. For 6 months, they lived in a rented warehouse outside Providence. Jin had created a perfect 1.1 scale model of the Gardner Museum's key hallways and the Dutch room, where the concert hung. The key flaw: the museum's only external link to the police was a single, dedicated line. The guard would only hit the alarm after letting the officers in, assuming they were backup. Zara's rehearsal. She practiced scaling the museum's external iron gate and entering the rear door using a custom-made bypass key disguised as a museum staff ID badge. The door took exactly 56 seconds to breach without triggering the external sensor. The deception. Marcus acquired authentic-looking uniforms. The key was the timing. They had to arrive seconds after the 1:20 a.m. patrol sweep, during the guards' lowest cognitive lull. Elias's rule: we do not break security, we merely convince it to invite us in. We are not criminals, we are guests with a terrible sense of timing. The night was chosen for the rare convergence of 2 things: a fierce nor'easter that muffled sound, and the absence of the museum's chief of security, who was known for his impromptu late-night check-ins. At 1:22 a.m., Marcus and Zara, dressed in police uniforms, knocked on the museum's side door. The dialogue:
Boston PD, urgent call reporting a disturbance on the grounds. We need to check the security desk and log the incident.
The young guard, Ricky, hesitated for only a second, long enough to confirm the storm, but not long enough to question the lack of a pre-call. He deactivated the lock and buzzed them in. As soon as the door closed, Zara moved like a striking viper. She pinned Ricky against the wall before he could register the betrayal.
And don't move, don't make a sound. You let us in, your life depends on your compliance.
Marcus quickly handcuffed the guard to a pipe in the basement, but not before cutting the security videotape from the recording machine. He did not turn off the cameras. The cameras merely recorded nothing. Elias, who had been waiting in a car a block away, used a burner phone to make a short, high-frequency burst call to the security desk's external line, a simple, pre-programmed signal. Jin, perched on a roof nearby, received the signal. He triggered the EMP, disguised in a box van labeled Cable Repair. The blast was localized and subtle. It didn't destroy the museum's security system. It merely flickered the power to the motion detectors for exactly 4 seconds, just enough time for Elias to slip through the front entrance, now unlocked by Marcus. Elias walked directly to the Dutch room. He was not there for the money, he was there for the concert. He found 2 other guards, their confusion masked by the storm and the brief power hiccup. Marcus neutralized them, taking the time to bind them with the police department's own issued zip ties. Elias faced the Vermeer. He didn't use a knife, that was amateurish. He used a custom-made, 3-foot-long spatula. He carefully peeled the canvas off the stretcher frame, rolling it gently. Then, he made the audacious, true-to-life move. He went to a smaller gallery and removed the famous brass frame that once held Christ in the storm on the Sea of Galilee by Rembrandt. He didn't take the painting. He took the empty frame itself. The team was gone within 13 minutes, the true timeline of the historical heist. They had entered, neutralized the guards, and fled into the downpour. The next morning, the world awoke to the impossible. The paintings were gone. The most profound, chilling detail. In the empty brass frame, a simple piece of paper was left tacked to the wall. It was a photograph of the painting The Concert taken from an old exhibition catalog. The message was clear. They knew exactly what they were taking, and they were mocking the void they left behind. Epilogue. The long silence. The art was never recovered. The empty frames remain hanging in the Gardner Museum today, a constant infuriating monument to the audacity of the thieves and the profound failure of the security. Elias Thorne, the archivist, disappeared. He never sold the art. He didn't want the money. He wanted the canvas. Legend says he became the curator of his own secret museum, looking at the concert every day, a man who traded his freedom for the intimacy of a masterpiece.